Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Center Grove Bantam Football League Championship Saturday here at Ray Skillman Stadium at Center Grove High School. Kevin Conrad along with Rick Embry. And Rick, we have a beautiful fall day, 80 degrees for this rookie championship game between Georgia and Ohio State.
Great day for football, Kevin. These two teams had a close match in the regular season, and we're going to get started here shortly.
Georgia will have the football to begin today's rookie championship. And Rick, majority of these players are second graders. Sometimes they're sprinkled in some first graders, but majority of these players today in this championship game are second grade.
Yeah, and it's the first time they've played tackle football, Kevin. Center Grove does flag football and kind of your kindergarten year, and then you get most of the time kindergarten, first grade, and then you go into tackle football second grade. So first time these guys playing tackle football, and we're ready to get going. Georgia with the ball first.
Georgia, the visitors in today's matchup, in the red jerseys, black pants, looking very, very sharp. And how about the Ohio State Buckeyes in the all-white unis trimmed in red?
No scarlet out there, though, Kevin. That's the one thing missing from those uniforms.
And we are underway in this rookie championship game. Great tackle on the edge by number 3. Is that Xander Newport?
Xander Newport with, like you said, great tackle out there. And, you know, he's coach says one of their better tacklers, Kevin. And right there, a great job as a cornerback. You got to make sure those running backs don't get outside. You're going to see running backs try to get outside all day today. And right there, Newport with a great tackle, first play of the game. Yeah, a little bit. Got started a little bit early on that right side of that offensive line, so that'll back them up 5 yards.
Flag on the play.
Football at the 30 following the penalty.
So in the regular season, Kevin, Ohio State beat Georgia 7-0. Really close game, good defensive battle, and there's been a lot of defensive battles throughout the playoffs in this rookie division.
Once again, really good defense by Ohio State.
Yeah, those Georgia uniforms are tough for us to get numbers. I'm trying to get an idea of who's carrying the ball, and they've got those kind of dark black or gray numbers on those red jerseys, and very difficult to catch the numbers on that, so we apologize for that. But this is a Georgia team, Kevin, that lost 3 regular season games, and they've already avenged 2 of those 3 losses in the playoffs.
Football at the 32-yard line. Third and very, very long. Tackled at the 35-yard line. You're right. It's going to be really difficult to get the jersey numbers for this Georgia team.
Yeah, I think that might have been Leo Ryan. He's kind of been their workhorse all season. And 4th and long for Coach McClurg in Georgia. He's just going to choose to there's no punts, obviously, throughout Bantam, but if you say you don't want to go for it, then they just march it off 25 yards, and then the other team gets the ball. So Ohio State holds on defense to start, and they'll take over on offense.
Georgia at its own 40-yard line. Should say Ohio State, excuse me. Ohio State head coach Brad Rose.
Oh, big hole there on first down. Cameron Rose from the fullback position. Yeah, you'll gladly take 4 yards every time. 3 plays, you'll move the chains. I mean, mean, this Ohio State team's a team that's had a lot of close games throughout this season, Kevin. They've won 3 overtime games and then 2 other games by a margin of 7 points or less. You're probably looking at a defensive battle this afternoon. Oh, back to pass.
Nice arm. Incomplete pass. Great arm. Number 3. Is that Newport?
That's Xander Newport again. We already called his name once at cornerback. It was a good arm. Just a little difficult to get those little hands up there above the head. Come down with that.
So we're just getting underway in this rookie division championship game. Ohio State not able to, or they were able to stop him defensively, Georgia. Now Ohio State on offense for the first time today.
Oh, he needs to get up the field.
Angling this side of the field. Getting the edge.
He needs one more block out there. Newport's trying to help him.
Touchdown. What a run. That goes, 56 yards?
Jensen Harold, Kevin. He's the guy that Coach talks about being the go-to player when they needed a big play. And, oh, my goodness, you're not going to get much bigger than that.
56 yards, first score in today's rookie championship game.
To the right, to the left. Finally gets some opening, and then he has Newport leading his blocking all the way down the field. And, wow, Ohio State strikes first on a dynamic touchdown by Jensen Harold. How long did you say, Kevin, that was?
56.
56 yards. How many tackles you think he broke on that one?
56 tackles
Our
broken.
Spotter, Sean Guilfoyle, says 56.
A couple of ankles along the way. Going for what appears to be is a 1-point conversion.
Yeah,
and
good
he's
tackle
tackled.
in the backfield, yeah.
And to Brandon Riley. He's hit and dropped in the backfield.
I don't know if that was Bowen. Brooks McClurg.
Brooks McClurg, number 11, with the tackle. Riley was tackled in the backfield. So 6-0. Ohio State takes the early lead in this rookie division championship game.
Well, and when you talk about that defense being so good for Ohio State, being able to get a touchdown right off the board, that's a big deal. And wow, Jensen Harold takes it 56 yards, winding through traffic, breaking tackles, gets in that end zone.
Wingback,
fumble.
puts it on the ground. Fumble recovered by Ohio State.
That was 93, Hudson Green on the recovery.
I think that was Drew Hornberger, the wingback, taking the handoff from Camden Smith and just didn't quite connect and puts it on the turf and a turnover.
I mean, Hudson Green's been one of those guys all year. Size along with his speed is very difficult to block, and Hudson Green hops on top of that. So Ohio State, with the early momentum here in the rookie game, already got 1 touchdown on the board and great field position for their second possession.
Player profile time. These are some questions we asked the players in today's championship game and got some interesting answers. We always get interesting answers. We'll get to them here in just a moment. We'll read these throughout today's championship game. There was some movement on the offensive line by Ohio State, 5-yard penalty. So for Ohio State, Gage Pierce, number 62. He goes to North Grove Elementary and says his favorite teacher, maybe Mrs. Pearsall. He says what he likes about football is he likes to tackle. His favorite Trojan of all time, of course, we get a lot of these today, which we should. Carson Steele, of course, now playing with UCLA. His favorite NFL player now, I like this, Zach Thomas.
Nice.
Just went into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir.
Big highlight for Gage, 4 tackles in 1 game.
Ball to 30, 8-yard line.
Ohio State now with the football. from their own. They're at the Georgia 38.
Oh, good tackle. Still carrying guys.
Almost back to the, maybe he does get back to that original line of scrimmage.
I think that was Cameron Rose, number 15. Kind of that guy that gets those tough yards in between the tackles, Kevin, and he gets that 5 yards back on that penalty to make it 2nd and 10.
For Georgia today, wearing number 48, Lucas Klein goes to Maple Grove. Ms. O'Brien, his favorite teacher. He likes to make tackles. He's also a big fan of Carson Steele as his favorite Trojan. Joe Burrow, his favorite NFL player. And a big highlight for Lucas when I tackled a big guy on UCLA, preventing the extra points.
Nice. Big guy tackles. Oh, another pass.
Oh, we got a flag here on the near side, trying to get him down. Boy, he's got a guy on his back. He still makes the pass. He's got some strength. That is Xander Newport.
They continue to attempt the passes, and yeah, there was movement on that left side again.
But there is a flag. You're right here on the near side.
Yeah, we'll see if Coach McClurg backs him up or takes the play.
Rick, I've been impressed with these youngsters here early. I can see why they're playing in the championship game today.
Going back to they've attempted 2 passes now. Neither one of them been successful, and they're going to Georgia's going to take the...
When there's a championship on the line, you pull out everything. You go deep in that playbook. We're seeing passes, design runs going to the far side of the field, to this side of the field.
You know what? How deep I went into the playbook when I won my one Cinderella? We did,
5, 6.
We did quarterback sneaks.
Yeah.
And we won a championship.
Talking about keep it simple.
Because I had a quarterback that was a half a foot taller than everybody else.
But what did you say? You guys won the championship,
We
right?
won the championship. He had a few concussions from that game, but hey, never played football again, but it's all good.
Xander Newport, I believe, with the carry. No, that's going to be one. Carter Allen, excuse me. Newport hands it off to Allen.
Yeah, now 3rd and long for Ohio State. Obviously very difficult, despite the fact that Ohio State's been back to pass a couple times. Very difficult to have that attempt to pass, but 3rd and long, we'll see if they give it to the kind of big play guy, Jensen Harold, who took it to the house the first and only time that he's touched the ball so far. Coach Eric McClurg lining up that defense for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Xander under center. He's going to take it himself. He's got some lead blockers. Just not going down. He's fighting for everything he can get. Like the effort. But Ohio State, again, some nice lead blockers, but Georgia gets to him and makes the tackle.
Good gang tackling over there, you're right. Newport tried to shake out of those tackles, but then a host of Bulldogs showed up on the scene to bring him down. Now 4th down. Is he going to just move them back and make them go almost the full length of the field? That looks like what Coach Rose is going to do for the Buckeyes.
So for Georgia, this will be what, their 3rd possession? Opening possession resulted in a punt, 2nd possession fumble, and now they'll have the football at the 7-yard line. For Ohio State, Hudson Bowles, number 8. He attends Sugar Grove Elementary. Mrs. Weidman, his favorite teacher. What he likes about football, getting a tackle and having my name on the speaker, on the PA. Hey, I enjoyed that.
Which kid was that?
This is Hudson Bowles, number 8 for Ohio
Nice.
State, but he's got maybe the best answer of the day.
Yes.
Favorite Center Grove High School football player, past or current? He says the cheerleaders.
Yes, sir. Hudson Bowles.
And the next answer is no surprise. If he says that, his favorite NFL player of all time, Pat McAfee. I bet Hudson's fun to hang out with. What do you think?
Hudson's a guy that, we go watch a football game later, me and Guilfoyle, we're going to take Hudson with us, and he'll be a chick magnet.
And it gets even better. He says, big highlight. He says, I got my first tackle in the game. And he says, under additional information, I love going to the concession stand.
He's got his priorities figured out. That's what I see from Mr. Bowles.
Sure does. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll keep it right here. A 6-0. Ohio State leads it. Jensen Harold, 56-yard touchdown run.
Very impressive. The one and only time he's touched the ball, and he went to the right, broke a couple tackles, came back to the left, and got a host of Buckeyes in front of him to help him get into the end zone.
For Georgia, Braxton Slaughter, number 47. He goes to Sugar Grove. Mrs. Wiwara, his favorite teacher. Braxton says he likes to score touchdowns. He says his favorite Center Grove football player of all time. He says, my friend Taven Jackson.
That's Taven Jackson is good friends with his older brother Sam, who was a former Center Grove Bantam League player and then golfer in high school, and now Sam's down at IU with Taven.
And Braxton says here he's a big fan of Joe Burrow, quarterback for the Bengals, and he says a big highlight going to the Super Bowl. And he says here also, I'm very proud of my dad for fighting cancer and being at my games while he's in chemo.
Man, that's his dad Matt's one of my favorite guys. Coached with against him for many, many years down in Bantam, and he's right. Matt is battling a fight right now, and he's beat it once, and he's going to have to beat it again. But strong guy, and that's a great statement from that little guy right there.
So we're getting ready for the second quarter. As they get back to the field, we'll go to Ohio State. Jack Waltz, number 58, playing for the Buckeyes today, goes to Pleasant Grove. Mrs. Smith, favorite teacher. He says he likes to make tackles. He's a big fan of the great Peyton Manning. And he said a big highlight is going to today's Super Bowl. Oh, boy. When the second graders tried to write their own profile, sometimes
that's why you get paid the big bucks, Kevin, to try to read those.
And I put on there a lot of times in the fine print. I try to make it bigger. Hey, it's okay if parents do the writing for the players. Now, this is for Georgia. Lincoln Wingham, number 91. He goes to Maple Grove. Mrs. Douglas, his favorite teacher. He likes to make tackles. Big highlight for his career, just playing the game. And he says special thank you to his coaches for all their time and effort. You are appreciated. All right, we're underway in the second quarter. Let's see what Coach McClure can dial up here with this Georgia team. They're down 6-0.
Yeah, good gain on first down, and a good tackle by Carter Allen. He's the one back there at that safety position that prevented a long gain, but 3rd and about 5 for Coach McClure and his Georgia Bulldogs. Trying to get out of the hole, Kevin. Started this possession inside their own 10-yard line.
So again, Camden Smith, quarterback for this Ohio State team. Fullback is Leo Ryan. Wingback Drew Hornberger. Wide receiver is Austin Jewell. Tight end Lincoln Wingham. We'll get the offensive line here in just a second. Trying to get outside.
Great tackle.
Tripped up. That appears to be maybe 47 with the tackle.
I think that was Jensen Harold again.
Jensen Harold. O-line for Georgia. Right tackle, Liam Smith. You got right guard, Brooks McClurg. Center, Nash Russell. Left guard, Bo Renard. And left tackle, Lucas Klein. Wide receiver, Mason White. And they're going to go ahead and utilize the punt. Try to play that field position game.
Well, that's a tough one. You're at 4th and 10. Pretty much at your 10-yard line, and you don't make that, you give Ohio State a short field. So Georgia opts to give it back to Ohio State, and they take over with great field position on the 36-yard line. Oh, here comes Harold again. He switches field.
Trying to cut it back inside to the 30. He uses every part of the field.
He might go.
Still on his feet. I think he just lost his balance.
Well, he ran into the other kid. I don't know if that's a tackle or what that is, number 2 on the other side. I think that was Drew Hornberger.
Watch the replay.
Man, he gets a lot of mileage out of his runs, Kevin. He changed direction multiple times here and then comes all the way back. Wow.
Very impressive.
Quick hitter up the middle, number 15.
Cameron Rose, fullback. So coach says they rely him on for the tough yards between tackles, and that's exactly what he does there.
That's what you need right now to get in that end zone, and he picks up a good 4 yards on first down for Ohio State. This would be a big additional touchdown if they can get in the end zone before the end of this half.
At the 18-yard line.
75 and 11 Brooks McClure with the stop.
Here comes Newport now.
Flag,
Yeah,
two
we're gonna
flags.
Get a hold.
Going to come back. He's out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. Should be holding against the Buckeyes. And for Ohio State, Xander Newport. We've been talking about him a lot here early on both sides of the ball. He's number 3, goes to Center Grove Elementary. Best part about football, he says pick sixes. Not a pick six, sixes. And his favorite Trojan is Noah Coy. Can't go wrong there.
Nope.
Favorite NFL player, Lamar Jackson. He's looking a little bit like Lamar today.
Yep.
And he says a big highlight, 60-yard rollout touchdown run. And he says, I'm a Fortnite enthusiast.
What's that?
Isn't that a video game?
Is it?
Fortnite.
All right. It shows my age there. Of course, Mr. Guilfoy, the young hipster over there, knows that it's a video game.
For Georgia, we have Charlie Pitcock, number 60, goes to Pleasant View Elementary. Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Niku, his favorite teacher, will go back to action. Another nice run for Ohio State. Inside the 25 to the 24. I like the open field tackle.
Yeah, and that was Newport again. He gets that 5 yards back.
Ohio State ball carrier.
Charlie says here he likes to tackle the runners. Big fan of Tyler Cherry, quarterback for the Trojans, because he is nice and he is my friend. And he says his favorite NFL player, too many to pick, just one favorite. Big highlight for Charlie, making it to the Super Bowl. And he says here, this is my first year playing football and I'm looking forward to many more.
He's a first grader on that team, so he's one of the first graders. So good to see Charlie has picked some good role models.
Sure has. Third and long, 3rd and 12 to the 20-yard line.
Like a screen pass there, Kevin.
Xander Newport.
To throw that to Rose, I think. He's going to be shy of a first down, but
62 Mason White brought down the Buckeye receiver.
Mason White gets credit for the tackle.
34th down.
4th and 9, Rick.
well, if you got a trick play, if you got a double handoff, I'm going to say you give it to Mr. Jensen Harold and see if he can dance across the field again for another touchdown. There it is. Oh, counter crisscrossing. It was open, and he got tripped up by one of his own linemen, I think. Came backward too quickly, and, oh, man, they had that dialed up perfectly.
McClurg, I think he just tripped over the turf monster. Got him.
But credit to the Coach McClurg and that Georgia defense. They hold.
Turnover on downs. Yeah, defense comes up big for Georgia. They trail 6-0, 3:32 left to play. We're in the second quarter. Carter Allen, number 1 for Ohio State, goes to Center Grove Elementary. Just says Thompson, favorite teacher. Likes to tackle and run the ball. Big fan of the former great CG Trojan, Javon Swan. Likes Keenan Allen at the pro ranks. Says a big highlight, getting my first touchdown. He says Carter is in first grade, his first year of playing tackle football. He loved having his dad help coach. Well said, Carter.
Give them a couple years. If you're like my kids, then they didn't like when their dad coached after a couple years.
Carter, don't listen to Rick. 21-yard line. Lost a couple of yards.
Yeah, I think that was Hudson Green again, Kevin, coming from the backside, number 93. It's another tackle for loss. He is a handful on that defensive line.
Trying to sprint it outside, ripped down to the turf.
Newport again.
He's everywhere.
Did he get his face mask?
I don't see a flag. Is there a flag? Yeah, there it is.
A horse collar on that.
Gotcha. Going against the defense.
That was a pretty good play by Newport, but he must have gotten inside of that jersey, so that's a big 15-yard penalty.
For Georgia, Nash Russell, number 58. He attends Pleasant Grove. Mrs., I believe it's Chuddick, favorite teacher. Likes to make the big hits. Favorite Trojans, Jackson Griffin and Chase Riley. Favorite NFL player, Justin Jefferson, and a big highlight, beating Purdue in overtime to go to the Super Bowl.
My Boilermakers didn't get it done again.
Really? I think everybody's beating Purdue now.
No. That's unfortunate. If it wasn't true, then I would.
You'd fight a little more. Not in the good position at the moment. To the 40-yard line.
Leo Ryan.
Number 3 with the run for Georgia.
Leo Ryan. He's kind of their workhorse. He's got good vision, makes guys miss in tight spaces. Georgia trying to find some holes in that tough Ohio State defense.
90 seconds left in this first half,
fumble.
And their second fumble.
It's like Jensen Harold is the one that picked that one.
Recovered by Ohio State, 47 Jensen Harold.
Just didn't quite get it in that belly, looks like. I'm trying to get it to Leo Ryan again. So great opportunity here for Ohio State late in the first half to maybe get that second score.
Man, I'd try that counter crisscross play again and see if you can stay on your feet.
Here comes Ohio State.
First man through. Wrapped up, taken down. Cameron Rose with the carry.
Rose picks up 5 yards.
Coach Brad Rose trying to get them quickly back to the huddle and see if they can get that play in quickly. See if he uses any of his timeouts. And make sure those guys are all set.
Handoff goes to 15 again. Cameron Rose bounces it to the perimeter.
Oh, great tackle.
Great open field tackle. Number 3 comes up to make the tackle. That is Leo Ryan.
Coach McClurg talks about him. He understands angles, and right there was a perfect angle that he took and then has great closing speed. It's got a lot of time as you'll put one of your best tacklers back there at safety, Kevin, in case they do break it to try to prevent. And I think Ohio State might be down their last play of the first half.
Not much going.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it for the first half.
Newport tackled immediately, and that brings us to halftime of the Center Grove Bantam Football League Rookie Championship game at Ray Skillman Stadium. Ohio State leads Georgia 6-0. 56-yard touchdown run by Jensen Harold. A lot of defense in this opening half. We'll have our Ray Skillman Auto Group halftime show up next. This is Center Grove Bantam Football League Championship Saturday, presented by Howard Companies.
Inventory is the highest and prices are the lowest. We're fully stocked on GMC Sierras again with the best lease prices of the year. Right now, get a GMC Sierra 1500 for as low as $349 a month, or save up to $67.50 on the purchase of a new Sierra and get financing as low as 0.9%. Plus, be payment-free for the rest of 2023. US 31 South or I-465 and East Washington Street or RaySkillmanCars.com.
Welcome to Championship Saturday for the Center Grove Bantam Football League. This is the Heidelberger Allstate Insurance pregame show, pregame for multiple games as we stand here in Ray Skillman Stadium. It's one of the neat weeks or days of the year for you, Coach, as you get to come out here after your practice, after the freshman JV play, and we get to see multiple games of our Center Grove Bantam Football League, their championships, along with the junior Trojans who are starting their playoffs. Your thoughts and wishing all the kids luck.
Yeah, 24 years of watching this league grow and watching these teams come and play the Super Bowl today in Ray Skillman Stadium. The championships for all the teams and all the age groups. But this is the Super Bowl. This is what they put the pads on in August and July and train and do all the stuff they do so they could be one of those elite kids that get to play out here today. Thank you for playing football. Thank you for playing Bantam football. And I wish everybody luck. I know someone's got to lose, but, man, I just hope we all have a great time and everybody comes in and enjoys their day on Ray Skillman Stadium on the Trojan football field.
All right, we are here with the rookie Georgia Bulldogs. Assistant coach Eric McClurg. Adam, his brother, couldn't make it, so he's gonna lead them today. Coach, 7-3 on the year. You've avenged a couple of those losses in the playoffs, but you got one more to avenge today against Ohio State. What are the keys?
Well, they're a little different type of opponent than we played last week. Last week it was more speed, and they try to get to the outside. This is more of a inside the box game, so totally different strategy here. However, I think we've moved some kids around. We had some injuries when we first played them, so we really look forward to having some success today.
All right, yeah, you guys have played great defense this year. I think you've averaged around 7 points allowed per game. Is defense another key for today? Yeah, so Coach Adam, who's officiating today and can't make it, but he put a great game plan for us last week. And I'll tell you what, we had a job for each one of these boys, and they did it, and we shut out the top team with minimal yardage overall, and these guys did a great job of being unselfish and doing their job and getting a good big win in the semifinal. All right, thanks, Coach. Now let's introduce the players. Yeah, so we'll start over here. Lucas Klein, he plays line and he plays a great corner for us. I've really enjoyed Lucas. He's a quiet kid. And I will tell you this, he's very coachable, and that's the best thing that you can have right now. Braxton Slaughter has played some quarterback and has moved into the DN position and has done a really good job, especially last week. He's a very disciplined player and, again, very coachable. Camden Smith, who has played multiple positions but is now our quarterback, and has done a good job handling the pace of the game and understanding, make sure everybody gets set, and then being able to give us a little edge rusher there on the outside. Nash Russell is our center. First graders done a phenomenal job. It's a tough environment for these first graders, as we all know, that have coached in the past. And we look forward to him being a big force next year. But he's handled our center position. Has done a great job getting the snaps off. And then we have Mason White, who has one of my favorite plays this year on a block on the edge in overtime. You don't get that a lot in this league, and he's a receiver that will go out and really try to block you, and he loves his job, and that's why we're here today is guys like Mason just doing their job and helping us win. Austin Jewell. Austin and I talk a lot in the huddle. I'm trying to fix that, but Austin is a kid that's really going to be a good player. He shows a lot of flashes of some awesome things. If he can just dial in and get low and eyes to the thighs, he's going to be a wrecking ball here on defense. But he's a wingback and a linebacker for us, one of our top producers. Brooks McClurg, the big fella, kind of in the middle, I guess you can say, has made it really difficult on offenses this year. It's actually very nice to have in this league. Brooks, he can get you a negative yardage pretty quick and get them behind the chains. And if you know anything about this league, it's tough to come back from that. We have Liam Smith, plays both inside tackles for us. Big tackle in the backfield on probably one of the league's best players in overtime last week. And that set up them behind the chains like I just talked about and was allow us to go
to put that big goose egg up for the game and win in overtime. He's done a great job on both sides of the line, and we continue to look for him to make some plays today. Let's see. Drew Hornberger is another corner that's done a great job, just like Lucas. Very disciplined. Did his job last week, and he plays corner and wing for us. Has had a couple big-time runs and big-time situations, so we're going to look forward to getting him the ball today and see what he can do. Lincoln Wingham, he plays tight end for us, and he might play a little safety today. I don't know if he knows that yet, but he's a kid that I've seen get better all through the year, and that's really what you want this age. And blocking on that edge, sometimes you at tight end you get hidden by the wing, but he does a good job in there. Charlie Pitcock plays a little safety and might play a little line. He doesn't know that yet either. Today, Charlie fires off the ball, and he does all the little things that you start with, and he's mastered those, and he's going to continue to become a better football player for us. And last but not least, Leo Ryan, kind of our do-it-all back and our safety net. As you know, in this league, you got to have a running back that can make some kids miss, which he does very well, and you got to have a security blanket back there at safety, and he's made some big-time tackles in some big-time situations, and you'll hear his name a lot today as we'll feed him as much as we need to today, and look forward to him to produce some points for us. Oh, and we got the cheerleaders. I'm sorry. We've got Gwen. Raise your hand, Gwen. Gwen. Layla. Raise your hand, Layla. Isla. Raise your hand, Mila. Aubrey. And Kenley. Those are our Georgia Bulldog cheerleaders. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Good luck, Georgia. We are here with the rookie Ohio State Buckeyes. I'm here with Coach Brad Rose. Coach, 8-2 on the regular season. This team you beat, I think it was 7-0 if I'm correct there. Tough playing a team a second time. They're a tough defensive team. What are you looking to do today?
Looking to come out and just play as hard as we can do what we practice. These kids have never given up throughout the course of the year. We finished 5 games with winning by either 7 points or less. Been to 3 overtime games, and they've fought the whole time, so I expect nothing but the best from them today.
All right, thanks, Coach. Now we'll have you introduce the players.
Okay, number 8, Hudson. Go ahead and stand up. We're going to do first name only. Go ahead and have a seat. Number 58, Jack. Sit down. Number 91, Jesse. Number 93, Hudson. Number 60, Oliver. Number 72, Kylan. Number 62, Gage. Number 1, Carter. Wave, Carter. Number 15, Cameron. Wave, Cameron. Number 47, Jensen. Number 3, Xander. Smile, Xander. Number 48, Roman. And number 11, Brandon. 2023 rookie Ohio State Buckeyes. Get it up for them.
Back here at Ray Skillman Stadium for Championship Saturday in the Center Grove Bantam Football League. We're at halftime, 6-0. Ohio State leads Georgia in this rookie division championship game. Today's web streams are being presented by Howard Companies. And here in just a moment, we're going to have the Sportsmanship Awards for the Rookie League and also the Coach of the Year Award being announced. We'll get ready to send that down to our PA announcer in just a moment. Here in the first half, it's one score, 56-yard touchdown run by Jensen Harrell, putting Ohio State on the board, 6-0. I think we're now ready. Let's now join public address announcer Jeff Paxson for the presentation of the Sportsmanship Award and Coach of the Year Award in the Rookie Division.
Fans, sportsmanship is one of the finest qualities of the entire Center Grove Bantam Football League. If you would, please direct your attention to the center of the field and allow me to introduce this year's Rookie League sportsmanship winners. From Purdue, Jonathan Reed. Ohio State, Jack Waltz. Georgia, Drew Hornberger. LSU, Gavin Taylor. Navy, Jackrabbit Metzger. Army, Andrew Weidman. Notre Dame, Dylan Klim. And UCLA, Leighton Hawk. And as voted on by the officials, allow me to introduce the Rookie Coach Sportsmanship Award winner is Greg Allen. Very proud of all these coaches and all these players. Look forward to seeing you next year. So long.
So congratulations to the Rookie Division Sportsmanship Award winners and Coach of the Year for the Rookie Division as well. We're at halftime of this Rookie Championship game, 6-0. Ohio State leads Georgia. With some time here, we'll take this moment to continue on with our player profiles. For Ohio State, Roman Peterson. He's jersey number 48. He attends Maple Grove Elementary School. Ms. Miracle, his favorite teacher. Roman says the best part about football is winning games. His favorite Center Grove football player, Tyler Cherry, current quarterback for the Trojans. Favorite NFL player, Justin Jeffries. Big highlight for Roman, says hitting the gritty after a touchdown at practice. I'm not for sure about that one.
I don't know the gritty. It's the latest dance move, Kevin. Come on.
Well, you didn't know Fortnite, so I don't feel too bad.
I didn't. I guess we're even.
I'll take your word for it. Says here, under additional info for Roman, he says, we're going to kick Georgia's butt. I'm glad he cleaned it up.
Guy with confidence. I like it.
Well, they're up 6-0 right now, so. For Georgia, we have Austin Jewell, number 15. He goes to Center Grove Elementary. Mrs. McClurg, his favorite teacher. Best part about football for Austin is having fun and scoring touchdowns. He says his favorite Trojan is Manning Poston, and he likes Justin Jeffries at the NFL ranks. And he says here, a big highlight, making a touchdown-saving tackle in overtime against Notre Dame. And he says here, I have 2 dogs and a turtle. That would keep you busy.
Turtle doesn't do much, Kevin, though. So, the dogs, yes.
For Ohio State, we have Jensen Harold, number 47. Of course, he's got the lone touchdown here in the first half. 56-yard run. He goes to Sugar Grove. Mrs. Hess, his favorite teacher. He says he likes to make tackles. His favorite Trojan. Of course, remember, Jensen plays for Ohio State, so he's going with Ohio State's Caden Curry.
Yep.
Love it. Former Trojan. Favorite NFL player, old school, like it, Barry Sanders. Big highlight for Jensen, scoring 3 touchdowns in one game to go to the Super Bowl. And he says, I have an older and younger brother who play football at Center Grove Bantam Football League, and I'm the first one to make it to the Super Bowl.
The way that Jensen ran that touchdown in, Kevin, he's definitely got some Barry Sanders in him, the way he's been watching a lot of Barry Sanders, you know, crossing the field, reversing field, everything else.
He probably clicks on YouTube. He's watching some Barry Sanders highlights.
Yep.
Hey, for the Bulldogs, Brooks McClurg, number 11. Pleasant Grove Elementary is where he attends school. Mrs. Smith, his favorite teacher. He says he likes to tackle and crushing people. Not just to make tackles. We're talking about bone-crushing tackles. He says his favorite Trojan, of course, this was without saying.
It's got to be his cousin, right?
Drake
Yeah.
McClure, who had not one, not two, but 3 touchdowns
Yep.
last night against Pike in the varsity game in the win against the Red Devils. His favorite NFL player, Tyreek Hill, and he says a big highlight going to the Super Bowl not 1 but 2 years in a row. And he says, "Go Dogs, let's go."
Nice.
For the Buckeyes, we have Cameron Rose, number 15. He goes to Center Grove Elementary. Ms. Negra, his favorite teacher. He says he loves to make tackles. He says Ryder Woolwine, his favorite Trojan. Likes Justin Jefferson of the NFL. Highlight, making it to the Super Bowl, and Cam loves football and playing for his dad. See, some sons do like to play for their dad, Rick. For Georgia, Mason White, number 62, mentioned his name a few times, making some tackles. He goes to Center Grove Elementary. Also, Ms. Negra, his favorite teacher. He likes to tackle and block. His favorite Trojan, CG, current quarterback, Tyler Cherry, likes Tyreek Hill in the NFL. Big highlight for Mason playing in the Super Bowl and all of our overtime wins. And he says, thank you to his coaches for making me better this year.
That's what it's all about, Kevin. Making you better and having you have a good experience so you come back and play next year.
We'll do a couple of more profiles before we get this second half underway. For Ohio State, number 11, Brandon Riley, goes to Center Grove Elementary. Ms. Dykeman, his favorite teacher. He says he likes to make hits, and he loves the post-game snacks.
There we go. A truthful kid right there.
His favorite Trojan, his brother, Dominic Berry, who's very, very good. Where's number 2 for the Trojans? Likes Josh Allen of the pro ranks, and he says here a big highlight for Brandon. First time carrying the ball and getting tackled. And then we have our final profile of halftime before we get this second half underway. For Georgia, Liam Smith, number 75. He goes to Walnut Grove. Mrs. Klein, favorite teacher. He says he likes to make tackles. His favorite Trojan, Taven Jackson, now with the Indiana Hoosiers, and likes Shaquille Leonard of the Colts. And a big highlight, says tackle for a loss on first down in overtime last week, and also making it to the Super Bowl. All right, we're ready for the second half. Ohio State with the football and a 6-0 lead. From their own 35-yard line. Number 3, quarterback keeper. He's been really good here in the first half.
Yeah, Cameron
Xander
Newport. Or Xander Newport.
Yeah,
and
Xander.
Really good tackle there by number 3, Leo Ryan, from that safety position. But a good gain by Newport on first down, Kevin. Gets about 6.
Tackled at the 41-yard line.
Ball. At the 41-yard line, second down.
Uh-oh, he's trying to get outside. Yeah, that's going to be a hold.
Carter Allen. 1, 2, 3 flags. A lot of dirty laundry on the field.
I think they saw something there, Kevin. Yeah, that one was pretty blatant. As he tried to bounce to the outside, then one of his offensive linemen got more than a handful of jersey on that Georgia defensive line. So that's going to back them up 10 yards, I'm assuming, from that spot.
A big thank you to Howard Companies for being our presenting sponsor today for all 3 of our Bantam Championship web streams today. Howard Companies consistently ranked in the nation's top 10 by Pavement Magazine. Appreciate their support also of Center Grove Trojan football on Friday nights. So with a penalty, 2nd down and 14 for the Buckeyes. We're in the third quarter. Ohio State in front, 6-0. Nice
look at the stiff arm.
I like that stiff arm at the end of that run.
Cameron Rose finished off that run, and that was a big gain on 2nd and long to get a first down. Just a quick hitter.
He lined up a quarterback. Gets the first down at the 45-yard line. Three back at quarterback, tries to hand it off, recovered by Ohio State.
First time Ohio State's kind of put the ball on the ground there a little bit, but a good job by Jensen Harold. Just hop on top of that and live to play another down. You lose a couple yards, but that's better than giving Georgia great field position.
Loses a couple of yards. Second and call it along 11, more like 12 yards. Quick hitter.
Another big gain by Rose. Ooh, that might be a face mask. Yeah, at the end of that. So that'll tack on at least another 5. Yeah, that's just going to be a 5-yarder, but that'll be enough for a first down. And Ohio State been pretty successful with this drive so far, opening drive of the second half.
For Ohio State, Kylan Kingery, number 72, attends Valley Mills. Mrs. Seidel, her favorite teacher, likes to make tackles. His favorite CG Trojan is Nate Johnson. Likes Justin Jefferson. A lot of Justin Jefferson in the NFL.
Yeah, he was one of the best wide receivers last year.
Big highlight for Kylan, making it to the Super Bowl my first year of football. And he says, my teammates are really cool. Congrats to us and Georgia for making it here. Another nice run here for the Buckeyes. Inside the 40, just cannot get him down. Is that Rose again?
No, that's Harold.
That's Harold, Jensen Harold. He's got the lone score in this championship game and very determined young man.
That was a good run again, and like you said, broke 4 or 5 tackles, and it's going to be second and short after that 9-yard gain on first down.
I think maybe the 4th tackle finally got him down to the turf at the 36-yard line. Buckeyes putting together a nice drive. Once again, that quick hitter. 33-yard line, 3 yards.
Yeah, enough for a first down.
That's Rose for the first down. For Georgia, Leo Ryan, number 3, attends Walnut Grove. Mrs. Dotson, favorite teacher, likes to tackle. His favorite Trojan, Noah Coy, likes Christian McCaffrey. Big highlight, scoring the winning touchdown in overtime to take us to the Super Bowl. It says here Leo had 15 rushing touchdowns this season.
Wow.
We are so proud of his success on the field and in the classroom.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, Kevin. At least if you got short kids that aren't going to play college football.
Keep it up, Leo. Doing a good job. Be that great student athlete.
And I'm specifically talking about my kids, not talking about Leo there. Better make those good grades, because that's what you're going to end up doing the rest of your life, unless you're one of those very, very special athletes. So credit to Leo for getting good grades in the classroom.
+1 on that one. 1 yard. Second down and 9 coming up here for the Buckeyes. Taking a lot of time in this quarter.
Well, that's what happens, Kevin. A lot of times in these, if you're getting 4 or 5 yards a carry, man, it's a ball-controlled drive, and you're taking 30 seconds or so off of that clock every time.
2:40 and counting. Third quarter.
There's one of my favorite plays, Kevin. Quarterback sneak, and boom, he pushes forward for a good 4 yards.
Xander Newport. Good yardage. Oliver White. Jersey number 60 today.
Oh, he said he fumbled. Oh, my. So Georgia will get this one back. Apparently that ball got ripped out of Newport's hands.
So a fumble. But for Ohio State, we've got Oliver White, number 60. He goes to Maple Grove. Mrs. Zotz, his favorite teacher, likes to play defense and make tackles. Dominic Berry, his favorite Trojan. He likes Anthony Richardson of the Colts. And big highlight, making plays while playing corner. That's not easy to play corner. You're kind of on an island over there.
Yep, especially in a Bantam League when you got usually some really good running backs that just try to get outside. You got to do a good job of just staying home and setting that edge.
Let's go, Buckeyes!
So Georgia with the fumble recovery. Man, he was really tossed hard to the
Yeah, and that ball came out
ground
at the end there, but they're saying he was down on that one.
That's Leo Ryan who got the big tackle. Somebody really hit him hard.
Yeah, I'm not for sure who was the one.
I think that might have been 47.
Might have been Harold again.
I think so. For Georgia, number 2, Drew Hornberger, goes to Maple Grove. Ms. Miracle, favorite teacher, likes to run the ball. Carson Steele, his favorite Trojan, likes John Elway. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Going back a few decades. Making it to the Super Bowl, the big highlight. He says, I love football. And big play by Ohio State.
Guess who? Hudson Green again, Kevin. Tackling Ryan for a loss, and Hudson Green has been an absolute menace in that backfield for Ohio State. Multiple tackles for loss, and I mean, his coach Brad Rose was spot on when he said he's almost unblockable. Uh-oh, fumbled snap. Where's the ball? I think his center got on top of it, but that's going to be 4th and long now.
Nash Russell, the center, jumps on it. Final 30 seconds here in the third quarter.
They're going to give the ball back to
So punt by
State.
Georgia.
Get back there, baby. 4th down, and it'll be a punt.
Ohio State, Jesse Hamilton, number 91, goes to Center Grove Elementary. Mrs. Dykeman, favorite teacher, likes to make fumble recoveries. Caden McConnell, his favorite Trojan, another good one there. Patrick Mahomes, his favorite NFL player.
That'll do it for 3 quarters.
And it says a big highlight, getting 4 tackles and 2 fumble recoveries in one game. He says, I love peanut butter and apples. I wonder, do you like peanut butter and apples together or just separate?
I mean, peanut butter kind of goes together with everything, doesn't it, Kevin?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I can agree.
Yeah.
That's the end of the third quarter, 6-0. Ohio State leads Georgia in this rookie division championship game. Just a couple of more of these profiles. I've really enjoyed these profiles today. We have for Georgia, Bo Renard. He's number 8. Well, that'd be Walnut Grove Elementary School. Mrs. Dotson, favorite teacher, says he likes to block and just enjoys being with his teammates, which are also his friends. His favorite Trojan of all time, Carson Steele. NFL, great that he likes, Tom Brady. Can we say that on this broadcast?
No.
Okay.
No, not allowed to say that. You can say Mac Jones because he's not very good, but don't say Tom Brady.
Big highlight for Bo, causing a fumble and watching my friend Leo pick it up and score. He says, go Dogs. Hudson Green, he's been making some plays today for Ohio State. Number 93 goes to St. Francis Sinclair, I believe. I don't know, SSFC. Is that St. Francis?
That is.
I
Yep.
thought so. Mrs. Vincent, favorite teacher. He says, I like to make tackles. Bill Geiger, his favorite Trojan of all time. Now, that's going back a
there
few
you go.
decades.
Tyler's, is that Tyler Cherry uncle?
Late 90s? Is there just, yeah, late 90s. Aaron Rodgers, his favorite NFL player, gets paid a lot to sit on the sideline.
Played for 4 plays this year.
4 snaps and done. Big highlight for Hudson, making it to the championship today. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter. Ohio State with the football. 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line.
There goes Newport. Oh, but he's met.
Still not down. They finally get him down. Third tackler came in to get him down to the ground. Watch the replay. Good job tackling by Georgia. I believe that might have been Camden Smith with the tackle. So 2nd and 10, no gain. Maybe lost about a half a yard. Newport, I believe Newport, the quarterback, he kept it. Nope, it's going to be a good
cutback. That's Jensen Harold.
Jensen Harold, excuse me. He's to the 49-yard line. 7 yards.
He gets Newport out there in front of him to block, and Newport does a really good job. And Harold just follows those blocks, and a good gain on 2nd down to make it 3rd and about 3.
All right, we'll finish up our final profile for Georgia. Camden Smith, number 1. He goes to Maple Grove. Ms. Vergara, his favorite teacher, he says what he likes about football is winning. And his favorite Trojan of all time, might be a little confused here, I don't know. He says Trace Jackson Davis.
Well, you said favorite Trojan. Did you say favorite Trojan football player?
Let me see, favorite Center Grove High School football player, past or current. But could you imagine Trace?
I never saw Trace on the football field. So.
I don't know if he ever played middle school. Bantam, I think, middle school. Tight end, maybe? I don't know. And then it says for Camden, his favorite player at the pro ranks, Anthony Richardson, and then a big highlight, 95-yard touchdown run.
Great
play by Georgia.
Yeah. Looked like Cameron Rose was going to pick up the 1st down and keep that clock turning, but a great open field tackle. Austin Jewell, number
makes
15.
The tackle.
Yeah. Apologize again to the Georgia fans watching. It's just very, very difficult to read those numbers from up here. Dark numbers on those red jerseys. And now a huge, huge play in this game, Kevin. 4th and short. Coach Rose going to go for it with the Buckeyes.
Needs a couple of yards for the 1st down.
Oh.
Movement.
Yeah, he's trying to draw him offside. That's exactly what happens. And you always worry about that hard count or going on 2 or whatever, and one of his offensive linemen moved. And so now he's going to turn around and punt that back to Georgia.
Scott Hines confirmed Trace Jackson Davis. He did play in the Bantam Football League. I figured he did. I know my son played with Taven.
Yeah.
And won a Super Bowl.
My son beat Taven in the Super Bowl. They had Taven, they had Ethan Jones, who was about 6'8", as a 6th grader.
So
fun years.
With the penalty, they punt instead of going for it, obviously. So now another opportunity here for Georgia.
Yeah,
Can
they're running.
They get in the scoreboard?
They're running out of time, Kevin. 5.5 minutes left in this game.
From their own 28-yard line.
Great tackle.
Behind the line of scrimmage, tackle made.
It's Jensen Harold. Austin Jewell was the guy on the carry. Thought he had some open space, but Jensen Harold from that linebacker position comes up and makes another tackle for loss. Man, this Ohio State team, his defense has been so stingy, Kevin. The first matchup between these two teams ended up Ohio State 7-0, and right now we're on the same tracks at 6-0. Ohio State, Georgia just not been able to move much. There's too many guys in motion there, yeah. Go ahead and tackle him.
Some confusion in the backfield for Georgia. Illegal shift against Georgia. So for Rick and me, this is game number 3 today. 6 games total. We had Center Grove High School JV football this morning at 10 o'clock. And then we had the freshman game at 11:30. Center Grove won both games against Pike this morning. And now we got the Rookie Division Championship. And yet to come, we got the Minor League Championship, Major Division Championship, and then Junior Trojans first-round playoff game against Ben Davis.
See the two minor teams warming up, Kevin, off the ways a little bit. But, yeah, we're halfway done after this one. 3 more great matchups, and right there, it's Mr. Newport, Xander Newport.
Austin Jewell with the carry.
Really, really good from that cornerback position. Just a nice, sure tackler. And And he makes another play and another tackle for loss that backs Georgia up even farther. They're in one of those tough situations, Kevin. I know they got all their timeouts left, but 3rd and 16 and clock's under 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go when they'll snap this. If they don't make this, will they go for it?
Going this way, up the middle, and down at the 35. Ryan with a nice carry. Leo Ryan, the fullback.
They might have found the secret. Run away from Newport, whatever side he's on. And right there, a really good gain. They're probably their best gain of the afternoon. And now Coach McClurg's got 4th and 3, and you're in that part of the game. You got to go for it. To try to run something similar right there.
3 minutes left. You're right. Running out of time. 4th and 3 yards. The toss bounced up right to him. He could go. He's got the first down and a whole lot more to the 30 and out of bounds at the 25. What a run.
That's Leo Rose, and all off of a kind of a broken play, Kevin. It pitches, it bounces, and he bounces right back up to him. He gets a great bounce, and then they found something over on that right side against this Ohio State defense, and Rose, big gain by Leo Rose.
40 yards.
And now Georgia's in business, Kevin. 25-yard line.
So for Georgia, was that Leo Ryan?
Yeah, maybe? Leo Ryan, sorry.
So number 3, Leo Ryan with that great carry. I had him, I think, with 40 yards on that carry. And we do have a timeout on the field. 2:24 to play. We're in the 4th. What a ball game.
Yeah, we had a barn burner.
Ohio State scored on its first drive, that 56-yard run by Jensen Harold, and since then it's been a lot of defense.
Yeah, and this is the best drive that Georgia has had all ball game, and they picked the right time for it after being 3rd and long, 3rd and 16 or 17. They get a good run on 3rd down to make it 4th and 3, and then right there you saw Leo Ryan. Best run of the ball game for Georgia, 40 yards. He gets down to the 25-yard line, and now 1st and 10. They got 2 timeouts left. We'll see what Coach McClure can dial up to try to get in the end zone, and then you get a 1-pointer and you win this ball game. This Georgia team's kind of been the Cinderella story throughout the playoffs, Kevin. They lost 3 regular season games. LSU, Purdue, Ohio State. They beat LSU at the end of the regular season, and they beat Purdue last weekend in the semifinal game. So now they're trying to avenge their other loss, which was that 7-0 loss to Ohio State earlier this year.
So Eric McClurg, assistant coach, filling in for his brother Adam McClurg. Today he had a conflict. Dustin Smith, assistant coach for Georgia. Again, the coaching staff for this Ohio State team: Brad Rose, head coach; Dan Riley, Nick Allen, assistant coaches. At the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. 2:24 to play in today's Super Bowl game between Georgia and Ohio State.
You're not going to run against him. Yeah, that's Xander Newport over there at that cornerback position. Your best bet is to run on the other side. Leo Ryan tried to shake free, but he couldn't, and Newport again from that cornerback position. Now I'd put Newport over on this side.
Can we put him in that category, maybe a shutdown corner?
Shutdown corner. Normally we're talking about when they're passing the ball right there.
Oh, okay. Well, in rookie ball, we're not really passing.
Newport,
so.
We're talking about a shutdown
corner. But he's
corner.
shut down this corner,
yes,
though, with some great tackles.
You got to figure they've had success going over on the right side here. Is that what the Georgia Bulldogs are going to do?
They're running away from him.
There he goes.
Trying to get outside. Little dipsy-do to the 15. Spin move.
There's going to be a hold. There's a
hold at the 21.
And it was pretty blatant. It was as he was cutting back. One of his blockers, pushed a guy in the back.
A lot of times it happens when you don't really need it. Right there you can see it, the push in the back on the replay. Again, a big thank you to our presenting sponsor today, Howard Companies, formerly known as Harding Group, has been serving the Midwest since 1960 as a leader in asphalt paving and maintenance. Howard Companies consistently ranked in the nation's top 10 by Pavement Magazine. Appreciate their sponsorship, and once again for the Bantam Super Bowl championships this year.
Now that clock's going to continue to turn, Kevin, and you're going to be under a minute before you get some off. Coach McClurg's he's going to call another timeout, so he's only going to have one timeout left. That's the hard part about at this age is if you do run it, you don't get first downs, that clock just continues to run, and you got hard to teach that hurry up offense when you're just trying to get kids to line up and get the ball snapped cleanly, hand the ball off cleanly. But we'll see what he dials up here. 2nd and long, Kevin, 1:13 left.
That's what's great about the Bantam Super Bowls. You just never know what the outcome is going to be. It could be the one big 80, 90-yard touchdown run. You just never know. Going back to actually my son playing with Taven Jackson, they won on the very last play of the game. They did some kind of a special reverse, 30-some yards, touchdown, no time left. Super Bowl champs.
You always try to get maybe try to put in one or two special plays, trick plays, something like that, for later on in the season and the playoffs to pull it out if you need to. A halfback pass, something like that, a reverse.
Georgia needs a score. They're to the line of scrimmage. Ohio State trying to get a stop here late. 1:13 to play. 3 takes the handoff.
Nope, not going to happen. Cannot run against him. Guess who?
Xander. He's been here, he's been there, he's been everywhere.
Now I would put Xander on this side if I'm Ohio State's defense. Because I would flip-flop them. This is the wide side of the field, Kevin, so they're probably going to run that little pitch play again. He's over there by himself, and
40 seconds and counting.
Timeout by Ohio State. I like that timeout. Coach Rowe's going to make sure he gets the right people in the right spot. So now Georgia still has one timeout, Kevin, but 3rd and 13 maybe, or sorry, 3rd and 23. Not that many. Sorry.
It's probably 17, 18 yards.
Here.
I would say 18.
It's been a long day already, Kevin.
You're not quite to the halfway point yet, so. Coach McCoy last Friday said, Kevin, I think you've got some back problems because you carry Rick every Friday night.
I've heard there was a few comments about me last.
I said, yeah, Fridays
Friday.
and on Saturdays.
Case in point.
So timeout called by the Buckeyes. Coach, you're right. Rose wanted to kind of just making sure that defense is dialed in. They got everything ready to go. And here we go. Quarterback, busted play.
Oh, he's throwing.
He's going to throw.
I caught it.
Caught.
Well, he got half of it back. You got to use your last time out.
23 seconds, 22, 21 seconds. 21 seconds.
Should not be stopping the clock.
Yeah, I'm not for sure why they stopped the clock.
Yeah, he's got to use his last one.
Now it stops
down,
at
obviously.
19 seconds. Football at the 24.
Let me get a sack, baby!
Need 24 yards. They're down 6-0. What a catch. What a pass. I thought maybe it was a busted play. but just setting it up really well.
Yeah, he got the ball
disguised
over.
it well.
He got the ball over a couple defensive players and right into Leo Ryan's hands. Good pickup. Gained about 9 yards on that play, so now 4th and 9. Here's the problem. You do get a first down without scoring, Kevin. As soon as they get those chains moving, that clock's going to wind again. So you either got to get out of bounds, you got to hustle the line of scrimmage and try to spike one. I don't know if they've practiced that or what. I'd almost put Newport down. You see Coach Rose now, number 1, has been one of their really good tacklers, Carter Allen. They're putting him deep to try to make that play if needed.
You really need to score here.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got 19 seconds. It's hard to stop the clock in rookie football. They're 4th and 9. So obviously the first thing, you got to get a first down, but you've got to score.
He's set.
The wingback takes the handoff. That's 3.
Oh, he got held.
Leo Ryan. He gets out of bounds, but he cannot get there. Was that Newport that got him before he got out of bounds?
And Newport got held big time there. They didn't call that.
They'll stop the clock to move the chains. We have 9 seconds left, but can McClure get his team to the line of scrimmage and snap the ball and spike it and stop the clock? He's trying to get them organized. There we go. Start the clock. 7, 6, 5,
hurry up.
4, 3. Wow, he did it. There should be about 1.6 seconds.
Wow.
One more play.
You get one play, Kevin.
Oh, my. Again, let's back this up. We're talking about second graders.
Absolutely.
And you get them to the line of scrimmage and have the presence of mind to snap it and just
I've seen
throw it down
some
and
high
stop
school
the clock.
and college
Exactly.
teams that aren't able to do that and have smart enough players.
Wow.
And he got them all the way up there, and I didn't know if he was going to snap it in time, but he did. And we got one play for all the marbles here. They score, they tie it up here, and a chance to win it.
At the 11-yard line, 1.6 seconds.
He's pitching it this way.
Trying to get outside. He's got a blocker. He's to the 10. Cuts it back inside. Oh, he throws it forward.
Oh, yeah, he was down. Are you kidding me? What an effort.
Down at the 1.
Leo Ryan, I believe, is who that was. He had the mindset, Kevin, to try to reach it over the goal as he got to the 1-yard line. Wow, what an ending.
Again, I know Georgia is going to suffer the loss, but what an effort here late. Watch it again here.
I mean, you see the cutback was perfect right there, and he gets right there, and guess who? Newport's right there.
He is.
He tries to, Leo Ryan tries to lean it over and hold the ball over, and those arms weren't big enough, and oh man, what a ball game we had here in the rookie division. If the other two are like this, Kevin, we're going to have some great games. Wow.
So for Georgia with the loss, 9-4 on the season. Incredible season for Georgia. And for Ohio State, they will take home the championship. They'll finish at 11-2, and some just phenomenal football being played today. And
that was a fun one, Kevin. You saw some. You're right. You look at the score, and some people are like, hey, you probably saw a boring game. No, 6-0, and that last drive was anything but boring. What a drive by Georgia. They had to go 65 yards, Kevin, to get in the end zone, and they come up 1 yard short at the buzzer. Wow.
Great game. We still got 2 more yet to come. The minor division championship, followed up by the major division championship, and then, oh yeah, by the way, we'll have some junior Trojan football later tonight. First round of the playoffs against Ben Davis. Final score, 6-0, Ohio State over Georgia and the rookie division championship at Ray Skillman Stadium. We'll take a break. Today's Super Bowl is being presented by Howard Companies.
Inventory is the highest and prices are the lowest. We're fully stocked on GMC Sierras again with the best lease prices of the year. Right now, get a GMC Sierra 1500 for as low as $349 a month, or save up to $67.50 on the purchase of a new Sierra and get financing as low as 0.9%. Plus, be payment-free for the rest of 2023. US 31 South or I-465 in East Washington Street or RaceGumandCars.com.
All right, we're back here after the rookie championship game. A close-fought, hard-fought match with Ohio State coming out on top 6-0 over the Bulldogs. So we'll do our awards now. We'll start with the Georgia cheerleaders.
Okay, the Georgia cheerleaders, you guys did a great job this year. So I just want to go ahead and give you your medals. Gwen. Kinley. Good job, sis. Good job. Aubrey. Good job, sis. Kennedy. Good job, sis. Mila. Layla. Good job. And Isla. Woo! Yeah, good job, girl. There you go. Good job. All right, and that's it.
Thank you. And now for the players.
All right, here we go. Charlie. Lucas. Camden. Camden Smith. Here we go. Austin Jewell. Mason. Nash. Yeah, that'd be great. Drew. Liam. Lincoln. Bo. Brooks. Leo. Braxton. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it for the Buckeye.
All right, great season, Coach. Now we'll award our Buckeyes, the Super Bowl champions.
One line here, guys. One line here. Call you up. 93, Hudson Green. There we go. Number 8, Hudson Bowles. Number 11, Brandon Riley. Number 1, Carter Allen. Number 47, Jensen Harold. Roman, number 48. Number 58, Jack Waltz. Number 15, Cameron Rose. 91, Jesse Hamilton. 60, Oliver White. 62, Gage Pierce. Number 3, Xander Newport. Number 72, Kylan Kingery.
All right, congratulations, Buckeyes. All right, guys, let's break it down as Trojans. Everyone in here, let's break it down one last time as Trojans. Break it down, we'll come right over here, guys. Cameron Rose, you got us. Trojan Pride on 3, all right?
1, 2, 3, Trojan Pride!
Good job, Buckeyes. Good job, Georgia.
It's been another outstanding season in the Center Grove Band and Football League. A big thank you to all the coaches and board members for their countless hours and dedication to the Center Grove Youth Football program. Also, a big thank you to Center Grove High School head football coach Eric Moore for his guidance and support. Today's game was produced by CG Sports Network. The Center Grove Gridiron president is Aaron Holt. Executive producer Austin Tyke. Our camera operators Grant Embry and Cameron Wiley. Also, Center Grove Bantam Football League Championship Saturday was presented by our sponsor of Howard Companies. Appreciate their sponsorship. Once again, congratulations to Ohio State for winning the 2023 Rookie Championship over Georgia in a phenomenal game, 6-0 the final. For Rick Embry, this is Kevin Conrad saying so long from Ray Skillman Stadium at Center Grove High School.